This is my review for Gemini Man. Is this sideways? I think it is. Okay. This is my review for Gemini Man, starring Will Smith. And it's basically about Will Smith's character who is he's like an assassin, but he mainly just shoots people. So he's kind of like what you would think of an assassin who silently take people out. Like he shoots people from long distances and makes them go away quietly, things like that. And the movie's about him. He's retiring, and some people that he worked with don't take it very well, and they want to take him out, but they send someone who is just a cloned younger version of him, which you've seen from the trailers, to take himself out. The story gets a little bit deeper than that. It's a little bit more elaborate. The way it goes is kind of different than you would expect, which I liked. I liked that it was different. It's directed by Ang Lee. He directed Life of Pi, the 2003 Hulk movie. He also directed Brokeback Mountain as well, I think. It's one of the writers is David Benioff, and as you know, he's one of the writers from Game of Thrones. So that's why I was like, this might be way better than I thought. Like I said, it stars Will Smith. We have Benedict Wong in the movie who plays Baron. As you know, he's Wong in Doctor Strange, Infinity War, Endgame, all of those movies. I think he was also in The Martian as well. It also stars Clive Owen and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She was in 10 Cloverfield Lane. She was in Fargo as well. And she played Ramona in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. There's not many other people in the movie. There are, but like if you've seen them, you've seen them. Some of them, like the one guy, Clive Owen, I kept thinking he looks so similar to Kevin Spacey in my mind, but I don't watch much stuff with Kevin Spacey, so maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But the movie itself, the story was interesting. I did want to say two things that's different. So I see most movies in Dolby, like I tell you. With Gemini Man in Dolby, so the movie was filmed in a HFR format, which is a high frame rate format, and it was 100, I think it's supposed to be in 120 FPS if I'm not wrong. Only 14 theaters got that format, which is how it was filmed. I saw it twice. I saw it in Dolby, and I saw it in this special format that they released, this 3D Plus HFR, which is I think 60 FPS. And let me tell you this, there's a reason why they released the movie in a format that they haven't released other movies in. And that's because that you kind of have to see it the way it was filmed. From the differences I noticed, if you watched it in Dolby, the movie obviously sounds great, it looks great, but some of the action sequences mixed with the CGI kind of look weird. They look like they're not supposed to be that way. But watching it in the 3D Plus HFR format, which is the 60 FPS, a lot of the movements were more fluid, and it didn't look as, like, if you watched it in Adobe, you're like, okay, this looks ridiculous. Like, there's no way, it looks fake. But if you see the movements in the format it's supposed to be in, like, even though 60 FPS is not 120 FPS, it's better than other seeing it in no FPS or 30 or whatever. But I noticed the difference. Watching it again, I noticed the action sequences were smoother, and it didn't look as fake, and it looked interesting. Like, seeing it in the 3D looked great. I was like, this is amazing. So definitely, if you can see it in that format with the higher FPS, check it out. You'll definitely notice the difference. I noticed the difference. And every scene that I thought felt weird in Dolby did not feel weird in that format. The movie itself is definitely good. I've noticed it myself with most of the critic meters, and I've noticed with a lot of people, either critics don't like it and the audience is gonna may like it too, but it's never, usually critics hate it, audience loves it. I think there's like 3,000 or so reviews for Gemini, like the 80-something%, which is about what I'd give it. It's definitely a watch it, especially if you like Will Smith. If you like Will Smith, you can check it out. like I said, if you don't see it in that format that I saw it in, you may think the CGI is kind of weird. You're like, ew, gross. But the movie itself was definitely good. It's not. It could have been great. It could have been great. It could have been better than it was, but it was good enough to watch. I enjoyed my time, and it's only like an hour and 47 minutes. It's not like it's long. Um, but definitely check out Gemini Man. Don't forget to like, dislike, comment, subscribe to be eligible for giveaways and just to engage, just talk about it. If you like the movie, you didn't like the movie, or if you don't want to see it or you have reservations. But thank you guys so much for your continued support. I truly appreciate it.